like, did he? I don't know, man. And so my feeling, so like I know what I sound like, the bitter, jaded guy, like art sucks, comedy sucks, whatever. And so I did psychedelics recently, and like I said, I accused you of being an alien last time you were here. And I like the person that makes me laugh more than anybody is when I'm fucking on psychedelics, and whatever that spirit is that's talking is always like has the jokes. It has the jokes. And the last time, so this is a reoccurring topic. And once again, I gotta say, this is not like, this is just something I see in my vision quest, right? So I asked the alien last time, I go, are you real? Are aliens real? He's like, yeah, it's you, motherfucker. I'm like, what do you mean? He's like, you never wonder why Asians' dicks are so small? And I'm like, what are you talking about? And he goes, I go, what the fuck is your problem, dude? He goes, you know what we look like, right? I'm like, well, yeah, the big eyes, almond eyes like this, bluish gray, no dick, big head. Like, you know, like you've all seen that picture. It's like, you know what I look like, motherfucker. And I'm like, stop cussing at me, man. And he goes, we came down to Africa. We saw you fucking hairless little, you know, and we fucked a human, right?
This is what
it's showing me. It's
okay,
like,
but it's not saying we fucked a human.
oh no,
right?
it has the filthiest mouth.
Really?
Like I'm dying. Like I'm on the this is what I look like. I'm like in like nature, like with a shaman, and I'm
really?
Yeah, I'm like dying, and the thing is like just because everyone's like, oh, I'm gonna have a spiritual experience, like, and it is spiritual, but it's a long trip, so it goes through like hell, heaven, jokes. And he goes, I came down to earth and I fucked your great grandmother, and I don't have a dick because we don't fuck with genitals. We were mind fuckers. We use our mind. That's how we have sex. And so we're beyond that. And he goes, look in the mirror, bitch. And I go, what? You ever wonder why Koreans have such big heads and your eyes are a little bit like this and your dicks are a little bit smaller? Because we didn't have any dicks. Humans had dicks. We melted, and so you have little dicks. And he's like, you never ever thought about why you're blue? I'm like, what are you talking about? He goes, you never wonder why you were born with a blue ass? And I'm like, what are you talking about, dude? Like, I'm like on the floor tripping. So I don't know if you know this, a lot of Asians, and they call it the Genghis Khan birthmark. Do you know this?
No.
Okay, they call it, Jamie, look up like Asian blue birth. So a lot of Asians are born with a giant blue birthmark on their ass.
Really?
Yeah, and they say it's all the way back from something Genghis Khan did. Yeah, there it is.
Wow.
Yeah, look, go down.
Mystery
The Mongolian
Mongolian
blue spot.
Wow.
So I was born with a blue ass, Joe. I had a blue fucking ass, and
dude, like Avatar.
Dude, straight. I have a picture of my and this. some have a small one like this, and some of them have. I'm sure you could find bluer ones, but then after like less than a year, it just disappears. So it's called the Mongolian birthmark, and I'd forgot about it till the alien was talking to me.
That's amazing.
And yeah, there it is. See, mine looked more like that.
Wow.
So I was born with a blue ass.
And so they know specifically from genetics that this goes back to the Mongol days?
Well, I'm telling you who gave me the answer. The altar that I worship at. Nonsense. So the alien goes, you think you just had a blue ass out of nowhere? You're a fucking alien, bitch. And I'm like, what? And he goes, I gave you just enough dick to like, you know, like you don't need a giant dick. It's good. You think you want a giant dick. It's going to get in the way. I gave you a perfect dick. You fuck people with your mind, and you're not yellow. You're fucking blue. And I was like, whoa. Oh, it's not a Mongolian birthmark? He's like, you're fucking alien birthmark. And I was like, you know, I'm drooling. I'm like, like, and look, I did a horrible job. His delivery is way more vulgar. It sounds more like Eddie Murphy in his prime. He's like cussing, and I'm like, I don't know. It's like in my mind, I'm like, this is not what I was expecting out of this spiritual journey. So, yeah, I mean, it was. You never heard of the Mongolian birthmark? I don't know the exact story, but it's something with like Genghis Khan or someone did so much fucking that
Genghis Khan apparently did a lot of fucking.
Yeah, like
there's some large percentage of the population
that did something to make that birthmark, but it was clarified to me by that what really happened.
So that is actually that story. Okay, one Mongolian spot is present on over 90% of Native Americans and people of African descent, over 80% of Asians, over 70% of Hispanics, and just under 10% of fair-skinned infants. Huh.
You didn't have a blue ass?
I don't think so. Nobody told me. Maybe they just kept it from me.
My kids had blue asses. Yeah, some Mexicans
That story
have
he's saying is in your psychedelic trip is literally the same story that's in the Sumerian text.
That's why when
that's what's nuts.
That's why when you say, wait, in the Sumerian text they say Asians are spawns of
no,
or humans. Oh,
that humans. That what happened was these advanced beings came down and they manipulated our DNA and added their DNA. But by the way, I have to say this: this is this guy Zechariah Sitchin, and he's very controversial. He's like a legit scholar, rock solid credentials, but he's also like very controversial. Like I think there's a whole website called sitchiniswrong.com.
Joe, you're talking to some. If that's for your audience, I already believe you're an alien, so you don't need to. Like,
no, I'm just clarifying to people that this is not like I think this theory is fun as fuck and I love it, but I don't know if it's true.
Like people ask me, like I think one of the most taboo things to talk about today is like you could talk about fucking or drug. You know, you could talk about anything, but when anyone goes, hey, where's your spirituality at? Or what? It's like a conversation stopper,
well,
right?
You know why? Because anybody who asks it like that is annoying.
But like,
where's your spirituality at right